Okay, so today I'm here with Danny Arroyo.
Hey,
and
thanks for having me back.
Yeah, I know, right? Your second one. You are the first person for me to have in 2 interviews.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you're the first
one.
Just a little background. So Danny and I met, actually it was about a year ago, we met at the premiere of The Before Time.
The Before Time, yeah. I would say it was about last March, April, May of last year or so. That's where you and I first met.
That's right.
The horror film premiere.
So let's just
footage horror film.
Yeah, let's just dive right into it and start with The Before Time because it's just recently been released now. So
yeah, so about maybe about 3 weeks ago, it just finally came out on DVD, video on demand, and I think Amazon has a video format where you can pay a rental fee or buy, and then they'll stream it for you. So yeah, very cool. Just you never know when you shoot something, when it's finally going to come out. When it does, it's just a nice thing to see.
Right.
It's like, hey, it made it. It's not hitting on someone's shelf and no one will ever see it.
But let's talk about The Last Smile because that's what you've been promoting as well.
That's my big film I've been promoting right now. I'm very proud of The Before Time. Don't get me wrong, that's a whole other thing. That's found footage. It's a horror film. It's a lot of fun to do. But The Last Smile, there's a very powerful message behind it, and I promote it as much as I can. And it has really nothing to do with the fact that I'm in it. I'm grateful to be a part of it. Grateful to be the lead guy in it. But the message in this film is something that people just need to be aware of. We have a thing on the trailer that a quote from the American Cancer Society that says every year there's over 100,000 people going to poison centers because they're being poisoned by taking these diet pills and these supplements that are very common. I mean, there isn't a friend, a neighbor, somebody that you would know that you're 1 degree away from that isn't like, oh, I'm taking these supplements, I'm taking these diet pills to get in better health, and they're not FDA regulated, and people are getting poisoned or people are dying. So this Last Smile film is based on a true story about a mother and a father who lost their son. He was 25, very healthy, and he was taking these diet supplements to further enhance his look, his physique, his health, and he went into a coma and wound up dying. So the father just couldn't understand why or how. And that industry, the unregulated supplement industry, is very big and makes a lot of money. So nothing ever really happened for the father with that. He and the mother, they were just grieving. He wrote a book, and the book then went to this writer-director that he knew, who then decided to make it into a film to try to get this story out there, the truth. So my character, I played Detective Rico Fisher, and I describe my character as, say, the Leonardo DiCaprio character in Titanic. He was not real, but he was in the film with Rose, seeing all the key events. So instead of them having just exposition dialogue going, well, this is going to happen, and that's going to have people get bored, they have him at every event seeing what's happening, thus the audience is informed. That's my character.
He's the person informing. You're the person informing.
Exactly. So as I'm investigating, getting information, where were you on the night of? What happened here? Oh, I'm discovering this information. That's all truth. That's how the audience gets the information. So I'm a detective.
And I mean, personally, I know that health is a very important thing in your everyday life too. So this is a story that must have really connected with you on that level as well.
I've been working out for years. My dad got me into working out since I was young, doing sports, and I have taken, protein, powder and whatnot, So I've eaten the protein bars. It's about as far as I've ever done. For me, I really do firmly believe the better you eat and then you train. That's for me. But I have taken protein supplements, but other people have taken vastly more things, more common every day. What are they putting their bodies through? What can happen? So that's really the pitch for this film. See the film because you could learn something and maybe save someone's life. Save them from having to go to the emergency room. Talk to that neighbor, friend, that cousin who is doing this. So there's a very powerful message here with The Last Smile.
That's great.
And honor the boy who died. His name is Amit Zutshi. It's UTSHI. So and honor his memory as well too, and the father and the mother, Usha and Jivan, who lost.
How At what point in your life did you decide this is what you want to do? So everybody's a little different, you know. Some people are like, I knew when I was 4, or, well, it just kind of evolved as I grew, you know.
Yeah, it was definitely, it evolved, because I couldn't have told you at a young age that acting was a profession. As far as I knew, as a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, even a 6-year-old watching TV, that's just what people do. I remember when I was particularly young, 3 or 4, people are living inside my TV. That's just the young boys fantasy thing there. And I don't think it was until seeing certain interviews, like I remember watching Superman the movie, for example, on HBO. Back then when I had HBO, and it's just like, oh, you know, I'm a big superhero nerd, geek.
Right.
And going, this guy's doing this flying, and this is amazing. Oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to, but what's acting? I would never know. I would never have any idea. And then seeing an interview and hearing him talk about it, and I'm going, wait a second, this is a job? People get paid for this, and oh whoa, he went to school for it? Wow, blowing my mind, you know what I'm saying? So that just started the ball rolling, and then the love of watching films over and over and over and over and over and over, right? I you know, quoting movies. As I'm watching a movie, and I'm watching with my folks, and I'm quoting the movie back, and I'm like, have you seen this film?
Wow.
It's just, and it just kind of evolved into this machine, which then became, you know, a passion, which then became, this is what I do. This is my dream.
Right. And so you came here from New York. Did you start there, or did you?
Started in New York.
You did start in New York.
Absolutely, yeah. Born in New York, you know, raised in Jersey, but lived in New York for a number of years. Have family, relatives there. Started there. Would have been great to stay there and continue the theater world, and you know, it's New York. It's that vibe. But the winters kicked my ass. It just was. It was just, you know, you have an audition here, and you got to go 30 blocks up north for the second audition, and it's raining, or not even that, it's snowing. You get to the next audition, your nose is dripping, your ears are red. I'm like, I'm ready to do this. Let's do this. Couldn't do it. My shoes are soaking wet, you know, so catching colds out there. So when I had a friend of mine working on a project out here, and he said, you know, they rented me a villa, and I have like 3 bedrooms. You're welcome to try the 1 bedroom out. Take a taste of Los Angeles to see what you think about it. So take 30 days and see. And I went, okay, let me give it a shot. And 30 days became years, this is where I live, this is my life, this is where my life is now, and now I visit New York. Right. Though my heart is still there, and I root for all the New York teams, you know, the Giants, Jets, Yankees, Mets, you know, Knicks. But this is where I'm at right now, and I love the weather, and I don't get sick anymore. I mean, I just, very, very rare, very, very rare happens.
Right. Do you remember what was your first film? Or your very first booked role?
Whoa, yeah. This is one of those questions where you should just kind of like know. Well,
when you've been doing so much work, it takes a minute though.
I did a yeah, that's right. I did a film called Let It Be Me. The role of the hip hop dancer. I remember this because it was in New York. The lady who wrote that film had written Dirty Dancing. Okay. So this was supposed to be her big comeback film. And I'm just wandering around New York, hanging with other actors, just trying to get the next audition, just trying to get the right headshots, just trying to get my feet going. And they said they're auditioning dancers like way in Queens. I'm in Manhattan. If you get there, you can audition. So we took the train, went over there, and they were looking for reggae dancers. They were looking just for hip hop dancers, people that could dance and rhythm. And it was me and maybe like 30 people, and they wanted picking like 5 of us. There were some really great dancers. I mean, I have rhythm, but I mean, these were like professional, amazing dancers. And somehow they picked me, and I was one of the 5. Oh, wow. And it was just a lot of fun. Probably shot in a 4-week shoot. I probably shot like maybe a couple weeks. Okay. With some great friends to this day that I'm still in touch with.
Oh, nice.
So that was a lot of fun, and I think it just even. Every once in a while, you may find that on Lifetime. Every once in a while, every 3 years, it'll play there and stuff. So you know, it was a lot of fun.
And Lethal Weapon.
That'll always be, and I'm proud to say.
You were the.
I was.
Did they consider you a kid? The kid?
Yeah, I'm the kid because
you're
was
the
so
kid.
young.
Yeah.
I was the kid that was just, as opposed to Mel's, older, former, lethal weapon guy, and he's getting older, and I was that kid.
Yeah, you were the kid.
There was always talk about a lethal 5. There was always that rumor, and I always had my ear to the ground going, what's going to happen? And the potential to go back and be something bigger would have been great. But,
yeah, because you would have grown. The kid would no longer be the kid anymore.
Exactly. It's one of those things. So, but it's very proud to be a part of that franchise because, loved the first one, adored part 2 was amazing, 3 was great.
Yeah.
And I remember watching the theater, just like, wow.
So
so I'll always be connected with that.
And kind of have a soft spot for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So what's going on for you? What's coming? What's in the works for you right now?
Well, we talked about Last Smile. That's doing a whole film festival run.
Yeah.
And I know there's a film festival in Palm Beach in Florida that's happening in April.
Okay.
I'm going to that. And there's a few more film festivals in the pipe right now that's coming along. So we're going to be promoting that as much as possible.
Great.
Got to get that word out there. Of course, there was before time we talked about that. I have a film that's going to be playing on Lifetime summer of 2016. It's called A Moving Romance. A Moving Romance. It was kind of to speak it. And that's just a romance film, and I play the love interest of one of the people there, one of the co-stars. There's so many people, it's a big cast, but a lot of fun. And then, of course, for our first interview, we talked about it extensively. There's Sangre Negra, which we're finishing up season 1.
Okay.
And we're still filming.
Yeah.
And we have some more filming dates to come, and that's the process when you're a privately funded TV show, trying to make sure we keep our voice, our passions, our vision 100% true, and not get it tainted by outside sources. Is why it takes so long to do sometimes.
Sure, and that's a large cast as well.
Huge cast, but great cast, great people. They're such talented people, and I've made some great friends there. It's just some great people that I can call up and we hang out, ask for advice. What do you need? Or let's go get something to eat, and just we have a great time. These are great people, and I couldn't be any more honored and feel so lucky to be around such great energy.
Right. That kind of brings up another question of mine that's more on the personal side of it. But you, and I've noticed this too with people in the community, there is a genuine level of wanting to support each other and wanting to help and encourage each other. Sometimes people on the other side think, oh, it's all competition, everybody's competing for the same roles, and that it's like that here and in this industry. But there really is like a lot of camaraderie and a lot of support for one another, and
Well, I believe first and foremost that I'm big into meditating. Very big. I believe in visualization. I believe in the power of energy. The universe all around us is abundant.
Yeah.
There isn't anything you can't ask for that the universe cannot provide you.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you sit at home and you meditate all day and just hope someone knocks on your door. You have to do the work.
Right.
But you ask it, you see it, you believe it, you visualize it, you see the successes, you see the meetings of it going well, you see the work coming, you see whatever it is, and it happens. Right. It does. It does require work, though. So there's plenty of work out there. I have plenty of friends that I'm more than happy to go, I heard of this project that you may be right for. Even if I'm right for it, you may be right for it. Right. As a matter of fact, there was an audition for some cowboy thing recently. And I didn't know if I would have time to shoot the audition or not, because I can self-tape and submit, which is what a wonderful gift to be able to do that. And we're filming in Wisconsin or something. And I saw that my friend went the whole 9 and dressed up in the cowboy outfit to audition. And I decided not to. I was like, you know what? It just doesn't feel right. I wouldn't have gone that whole 9 yards for this particular project. I wasn't passionate about it. But I hope he gets it.
Can you share with us something that maybe people don't know about you? Something fun or quirky or different, or something that maybe people wouldn't know about Danny every day?
My favorite thing is to see movies that I've seen in the past before, from classic films. It could be Casablanca. It could be All About Eve. It could be Lawrence of Arabia, which I religiously watch at least once a year on the big screen at, let's say, the Egyptian Theater or some other big theater that's playing it, because there's nothing in comparison to watching it on a big screen with an audience that's into it, that also loves this particular film. Right. And then you hear the applause when the music starts. Yeah. You hear the cheer when they put the first name come up on the screen, and you know what you're watching, and it's this energy. Yeah. And my biggest thrill is to bring a friend who hasn't seen this film, or maybe has only seen it only on the small screen or TV, and I say, you haven't seen Gone with the Wind, you haven't seen, again, Lawrence of Arabia, one of my favorites, The Godfather, come with me. It's playing, in 2 weeks at this theater, so I will take them there to see it, and I know the good stuff that's going to come up, but when I can visually, on my peripherally, see them reacting, going, this is really good, this is great, what a thrill. And then we talk about it afterward.
So cool, Danny.
Yeah, and then we talk about it after. Like, what'd you think of that? In 2001, when Hal went crazy, what did you think? Oh my God, that's a thrill to me, and I've been doing that for years. I have so many people in this town that are going, that could say, the first time I saw 2001 was with you there. Remember that? And they remember it. Seeing Superman the movie, for example, which I've seen about a quadrillion times, and it plays every year at the theater. I bring someone that hasn't seen it, and they're going, this is great. And then people are applauding. It just adds to the infectious, great energy of what movies are about. That's just a really cool... It's what a gift for your friends, too. What a gift. It's a gift for them, but it's a gift for me, too. Sure. I took someone recently to see the first Alien and the second Alien. It was a double screening. And she's never seen it before. And at one point, just started applauding in the middle of it, and I'm going, this is actually right. And because everybody else was applauding, it was just great, and I kind of live for that. I just love it. That's the thing about LA that's great. You can see revivals all the time. Yeah, because they're always around. And that's great, So that's just a joy.
Well, you touched on my favorite film, and I've never, obviously, I haven't seen it on the big screen.
Which one?
Godfather is my all-time favorite film.
Playing soon.
No, really?
We'll have a conversation. We'll have to go at some point so you can just experience it on the big. I've seen it on the big screen. I mean, there isn't too many movies I haven't seen on the big screen. Like, classic films, even current films, from 10 years ago, whatever. Tootsie, I'll watch it there. It's just the best. Oh, that is so cool. The best. Yeah, that's a really great. Yeah, that's a really great things we don't know about Danny that we now do. Yeah, it's a great thing to know. It's part of my passions, and so yeah. Well, Danny, thank you so much for your time today. You're amazing. I appreciate you. You do great work. I've seen all your other interviews, and you're always wonderful.
Thank you.
Couldn't recommend you enough to anybody else that wanted to come in and sit with you. You're a joy, and I appreciate your good energy.
Thank you. Well, thanks for your time, too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.